Yo, what's happening? Let me act like I got some sense, you guys. I'm just leaving the college, so I'm enrolling. No, actually, yeah, I already enrolled into college, you guys. I am a 32-year-old woman. I spoke before, you guys. Like, I went to high school I was gonna say all 12 years, all 4 years, but my dad got sick and everything, so I was like a few credits short, so I wasn't able to graduate after I got my mind together and got my, self-esteem, and was in like the mental spot to take on picking up my education and doing what I needed to do. I went back and got my GED, you guys, and then now guess what? Your girl is enrolling into college. Now, it's a really big thing because when I didn't have my GED, like, this is how bold I am. When I didn't have my GED, I was still trying to take college courses, right? They're like, yeah, you can most definitely take college courses, but it's probably not going to be covered, because you don't have your GED. And if you had your GED or high school diploma, you can apply for, grants, and you may not get that. And it was like a lot of barriers, right? So I was like, okay, so not having a GED, not having a high school diploma, you already know it's going to be a lot of it's a lot more to it, right? So instead of just really taking on more disappointment, I was like, all right, let's do one step at a time, one little step at a time, you guys. And the effort, that was a big thing for me. So I went back, I got my GED, thank God for that, right? I got my GED. I could have went back and got my diploma, but I was like, you know what? Like, they were like, I had to go. Like, you guys, it's so crazy. So when I say I was like half a credit, you guys, it was like half a credit. And they're like, I went to like summer school to make up the class, but I was so devastated and mentally wasn't in the right space to even do that. So I was like, I don't want to do this. So I could have went back and even went back to high school and did another semester just to make up the credit, right? And me, I don't care what people think. I was thinking about doing that. And sometimes I think back like, bro, maybe I should have just went back to school, just took that half a credit, and just went back to high school, took that half a credit. And it was like one class, you guys. They were like, you can still attend, run track, do everything. And when I think back, I'm like, damn, like maybe I could have did that. But I'm like, no, like my story is different. Like that wasn't for me, right? It wasn't for me. So I went back, got my GED. It was so easy because, not easy, but I was able to take it on my own terms, take it, pass, boom. Next course, take it, pass, boom. Pass all the courses, boom, you got your GED. There you go. It was just much easier for me. So I did that. So then I'm really into social work, you guys. So I'm going back to college for social work. And I've been in the social field for like years, you guys, over 10 years plus. So I'm like, all right, so let me just go back to school for social work, right? So for my job, that's what I do right now. And I'm like, all right, like I noticed like a lot of jobs, you have to have like your associate's or a bachelor's degree, right? So I was like, all right, like I already know this stuff. Let me just go back to school just to brush up on it and get the certification behind it. So now that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. And I'm very happy, you guys. I don't want to say that, but I have a family member that has disabilities, and I interact with this family member all the time. So me being able to go to college and really focus on how people with disabilities, how they view the world, that helps me not only in my job field, but in my personal life as well. You know what I mean? And even I have other family members that have other different things, different things going on as well. So I feel like the more knowledge that I have, I'm able to apply that in my own personal life. So this is something big, you guys. I went from no GED, no high school diploma to going to college. Like I just think it's a blessing. Sometimes I be thinking like, hey, like, should you be like bragging about getting a GED? Like, is that something to be shameful about? Because when I talk about it, people are like, damn, girl, like you're really going around here telling people like you didn't graduate and that you got a GED. Yeah, like unlike you, like I not, maybe not pointing fingers, but I don't mind sharing my story. Do you guys know, I put a video on here of how I got jobs with no GED. Do you know how many people watched it and commented? I want to say it's like, what, 2K, 3K, I think. And how many people reached out and said that they appreciate me sharing my story. I don't give a damn how things look, okay? I don't. My life is not always functional. My life can get a little dysfunctional. I went through a lot of things. I went through a lot of trauma, and I was functioning through trauma. So if I'm able to share my story and tell you guys that, oh, it's hot in this car. I need to turn the car on. If I'm able to share my story and share my struggles and help you find determination and help you to pick yourself up and help you to move forward and start accomplishing the dreams at 32, you guys, almost 33 years old. Like, I feel like I'm at my peak. Like, I'm really doing the damn thing. In my 20s, I made a lot of mistakes and I made a lot of bad decisions, but hey, in my 30s, I'm a brand new woman. Okay, I get it. It's clicking. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking for financial stability. You know what I mean? Like, but I have a daughter that is looking for me to provide her stability. You know what I mean? And walking around here with no high school diploma, walking around here with jumping from job to job, can't keep a job. Like, that's not what I want for myself. The more better off I am, I'm setting my daughter up. I'm helping my daughter. I went through a lot of struggles, and I don't want my daughter to go through those struggles. When I pass on and go be with the Lord, I want my daughter to be financially stable. I don't want my daughter to worry about her next meal. I don't want my daughter to be stressing about money. I want my daughter to be able to focus on functioning life without mom, and dealing with the trauma of losing a parent, losing somebody you love, and focus on that. I don't want her to be struggling or to be worrying about financial on top of grief and trauma. Okay, so I'm working on this now. I'm building it all up, and I'm just very proud of myself to taking the next step to get back into college, you guys. Like, bro, like, the reason why I'm going to college it's different. Like, it hits differently for me. Like, I honestly, I had no hope for myself. Like, when I say that I was just somebody running around here getting in trouble, thought I had a life, you guys. I planned to go to college for theater of the arts. I didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? And when I think back, I'm like, damn, girl, you can go and major in music if you wanted to do that. So this is just, it's just amazing to me to see how my life turned around. From coming to like a girl in her 18 years old, like, just on a road of destruction, to turn around and look at my life and see how far I came and me really having it together. Like, that's a beautiful sight to see, for me at least, to see my life. Like, even when I was standing outside of the college, I was like, this is a great feeling. And even when I went in there and I was getting help with, how I was able, God blessed me with financial aid. So I got that covering everything. And I was happy about that because I didn't think I was going to get financial aid, but I did. So me seeing that me enrolling into classes and stuff it wasn't as hard as I think. It's funny when you're in a stable mindset, you're able to think clearly. And I was like, damn, that's it? Like, is that simple? Versus when I went years ago, it just seems so overwhelming. But hey, like, I'm ready. I'm here, So I just wanted to share my story, you guys. Like I said, no high school diploma. Say your girl's going to college, you know what I'm saying? Working on getting her degree. We gonna hit the associates first because I've been out of school for a minute. I recently got my GED, and like, not recently, but in 2020. So I'm a little fresh, you guys, and I'm always reading and learning and all that. So we're going to shoot for the associates. After the associates, you know what I'm saying? Do that for a year or two. And then we're going to go to the bachelor's. But it's all one step at a time. I'm proud of myself and I had to share.